When you're planning a trip to Orlando, it's so important to factor in extra costs which you might not have considered. So here are a list of things that I've thought about that you might not factor in when trying to plan your spending money. Resort fees, these drive me nuts. I wish hotels would just factor this into the cost and not add them on a nightly basis, because to me it's an extra charge for your hotel, so they're advertising at a cheaper rate. So it's really important to check out and be aware if the hotel you're staying at does charge a resort fee, because if you're staying there for 14 nights and it's $25 or more a night, then that's a massive amount at the end of your holiday. Sometimes when you're searching for hotels, it will say additional costs at the end of the holiday, and that can amount to something like $400 or $500 for a 2-week stay. That is ridiculous. It should be included in the actual cost of the hotel when you book. But don't get me started on this. So resort fees will cover stuff like maybe bottled water in the room, if the hotel has shuttle buses from the hotel to the theme parks, Wi-Fi, all these sorts of things. So it's really important to check out whether or not the hotel that you're staying at has a resort fee, so that you're expecting it and it's not a nasty surprise at the end of your holiday. Just a top tip, sometimes when you're booking through certain travel agents, the resort fee is waived. Now, I know that when I stayed at a hotel and had booked through Virgin Holidays, the resort fees and parking fees were all waived. So that is really important to look into when you're booking your holiday, because you might find that actually using what appears to be a more expensive travel company ends out being a lot cheaper in the long run. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is not something I've experienced because I don't drive in Orlando, but a lot of hotels on top of the resort fee, or maybe they don't have a resort fee, have parking fees. So if you park a car there for 2 weeks, they charge you, I think it's up to sometimes $25 a night. So again, that is another expense to add to your holiday. So it's really important to check this out before you book the hotel, or be aware of it before you go, so that you're not hit with an unexpected charge. Again, Virgin Holidays sometimes waive these car parking charges, so it is definitely worth checking out. I don't know whether they still do this, because again, I've never ever hired a car in Florida. Something else to factor in when you're trying to work out how much spending money to take is something that you might overlook, and that's tips. Tipping's a big thing in America, and so it's important to factor in the fact that you're going to pay at least 10%, sometimes more, on every meal and any service provided, housekeeping, everything. Tipping is huge in America, much bigger than it is in the UK, and over two weeks that can amount to a fair amount of money. So it's really important to factor that into your spending money when you're planning your trip. Another thing to consider is the airline you're flying with. What's included in the flight? Some are very basic and you have to pay for all your entertainment and your food and your drinks. Others include all of it. So it's important to factor in when you're looking at the cost of flights, what's included in that. Again, make sure your luggage is included, how much luggage, because all these things can add up, and in actual fact, a flight that appears to be really cheap could actually be a lot more expensive if you're paying for a lot of additional services, like to check in your bag, food, drink, entertainment, especially if you're travelling with a big family or a big party. So it's something to consider and look into before you book your holiday. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please give me the thumbs up. Please leave a comment, I absolutely love to hear from you. If you haven't already, then please subscribe to my channel, it really does mean a lot to me. And hit the bell button so that you get a notification when I upload new content. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.